friends. So we're going to go over a second technique from the shield guard. Okay, so following after the first technique we did, we're going to be paying attention to all those same points, controlling my feet touching my partner, my toes biting down to the mat, top knee and top arm framing the shoulders, bottom arm protecting my head and my lapel. Okay, all the same things we went over in the first video. So from here, second option goes really nicely with the first one because, like I was saying in the first one, I like to move my partner a little bit off the center. Okay, and maybe you might have been thinking, well, it's not so easy to move somebody like this with this top knee shield, right? Which is correct. Okay, so if I give a little push and I feel he's engaging a little weight onto that top knee shield, this is my favorite time to go for this one. So I'm going to be trying to tip my partner over this way now. So the first thing I'm going to look for usually is going to be this grip on the crease of the gi, right by the knee. I'm going to slide my other hand down and grip towards the end of the sleeve. So now when I go for the sweep, I want to start bringing my hips in, but I need to make sure, again, I do not commit this knee underneath my partner, okay? Or he's going to be able to find a way to flatten me out and cross face me, right? So that knee is very important. I manage my distance correctly so it goes up to my partner's hip. So when I go for my sweep, my hips come in and my bottom knee blocks my partner's hips. Now from here, make sure you don't try to do this just with your leg pushing your partner over at the arm, okay? When I get here, I'm gonna bridge my hips up in the air and tip my partner over, pulling on this pant leg here, okay? Now there's a number of different ways you could go for the finish here. You could try to come up into a cross knee position is common. I actually like to, with my bottom foot, push my partner away a little bit as I step out of his legs and throw my head to his shoulder. From here, as I come up and flatten him out, I can try to work for my crossface. Okay? So again, this way. So I've got my shield guard established here. I feel my partner has engaged some weight on my top knee shield. This is gonna tell me I have the possibility of sweeping my partner this direction. Okay? So I'm gonna go for the knee grip first, usually, and then slide down to the sleeve grip second. From here, I drive my hips in. As I go flat, my hips come up, I tip my partner over. You can try to come up into a cross knee position if you like. I find I have difficulty making that transition quickly, so I actually give a little extra push with my left leg here, step back, and as I step back, I throw my head to my partner's shoulder. And as I come up, I come to my cross face. All right, now, just some little notes on kind of strategy, when you can go for this sweep. I find it's really helpful for me. I think of this as very similar to my flower sweep. So ideally, of course, I would catch him when he's leaning this direction. It's gonna be easy. If you catch your partner leaning, you can literally just knock him over with your leg, okay? You don't need a bunch of hip power. But you don't have to wait until he's actually leaning that direction. A lot of times it's not enough if he's even just moving that way a little bit, okay? So when I set up the grip, again, I can give a little kick and I like to watch his head, okay? So as I watch my partner's head, that's gonna tell me the time that I can go for the sweep. Another little note on that here is, like I said, usually I like to go for this pant leg grip first. One of the reasons for that is because this grip is easier to make. This grip is going to be usually pretty available, okay? And if I don't have time to make a grip, I can just kind of clamp on to the elbow. Another reason I like to go for this grip first is because what's the job of this hand? It's to protect my head, my neck, my lapel from this arm, right? But a lot of the time, when I go to make this grip, he's gonna go for that crossface and that brings him in the direction of the sweep, okay? So you can play with that. There's not necessarily a right or wrong answer here, but when I go for this grip first, it's not gonna make the threat that immediate to my partner, okay? Whereas when I start to make this grip on the pant leg, it's also gonna open up some attacks if I get this sleeve, which we'll go into on the next video. One other thing I wanted to mention on this tip over sweep is, so we mentioned that it goes really well with the shuck to the back, this movement, right? It goes well with that because when he feels me wanting to come under, yeah, he keeps his weight on my shield here. It goes really well the other way as well. If we've been sparring for a minute and he's felt me go for this a couple times, he might be apprehensive to put as much weight on this shield. And then I can easily come up onto the attack the back and attack that tackle sweep, right? So, so far, 2 techniques from shield guard. They combo really well together. We'll get into a third one on the next video, right? Thank you. Hey my friends, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. Be sure to check out the playlist that includes this video. I grouped them together with other techniques that synergize well together, so the better you get at any one of those techniques, the more opportunities you'll see to execute the others in sparring. Try them out in sparring. Go down in the comments, let me know. Did it work? Did you get close? How did it go wrong? If it didn't work, I can help you troubleshoot them. And also, please feel welcome to put down in the comments any techniques or concepts you might like to see me cover in the future. Thank you.